Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Dharma Driven. Really Dharma Driven. And we're back with another video, man. So it's been a minute. I know I have been very inconsistent with uploading. I'm trying to get a little bit better with it, but I will definitely be giving you guys great content as soon as like the juices start flowing, bro. I'll start giving y'all great content, and I want y'all to know this, okay? I'm a teacher second, and I'm actually in the field main. So what you guys are getting, what most of you guys are getting, you're getting information from a man who's been in the field, who's dated thousands of women, who's seen thousands of women, who has, slept with women in the double digits, bro. I have gone almost every possible way um, as a brown man, and I've honestly gotten one of some of the compared to where I was at, even for most of y'all. Like, if you guys could do maybe half of what I would do, you guys are gonna get results because my results were absolutely insane. I went from absolutely no pussy, bro, to just getting tons and tons of it, having women serve me, getting the most out of women, getting women to listen to me, getting women to listen to my commands, being able to go ahead and lead the woman, not just her giving me sex. It was her devotion, her energy, and all that stuff. So if you guys are in and want that for your lives, some of you guys are virgins, I know that. Some of you guys haven't even gone on a date in years. You guys haven't gotten laid in years. So this is why I came on the internet, bro, because I know men aren't happy with the way things are going in their lives, including their dating lives. So if I could fix at least one area of your life, you can definitely get several areas of your life fixed if you get this situation handled. And this light is really bright, so I'm gonna need to adjust that. So, who am I, and why should you listen to me? That was a little bit of synopsis on me, okay? If you guys ever want to go ahead and book a one-on-one call with me, I'll be happy to go ahead and take a look. I'll be happy to share my receipts, share my results, and everything like that. But yeah, man, I've gone a lot of days, and it's been a lot of times where I've had absolutely nothing, and then lo and behold, you just put in the work, and shit will start to happen. So the topic of this video is going to be: are Indian men unattractive? The harsh truth, okay? Are Indian men unattractive? This is going to be the harsh truth, all right? So, are Indian men unattractive? Okay? Naturally unattractive. No, obviously not. Okay? There's not one single quality about any human being that makes them unequivocally unattractive. Now, let's rephrase this. Okay, are you fat? Oh, well, I mean, this is normal body type for Indians. This is how Indians look. No, bro. You know that that's not attractive to you, at least. Let's forget the woman for a second. Let's just talk about you. Dude, you know that there's things that sometimes you need to work on, okay? And it's not just your lack of, you know, how should I say this? It's not just your lack of personal sense of accountability, or like just your accountability to yourself or how you look and everything like that. Not just your body, but kind of the mindset behind the body, right? So let's figure out, Indian guy, a typical day of an Indian guy, okay? And this is stuff that I've seen in my personal life. My old father, who's Indian, a couple of my friends that are in the job site, my cousin, everybody else, right? So this is a typical life of an Indian guy, all right? You start your life literally with a book, okay? The first thing your parents do is tell you how strict or how crazy and cruel the world is, how hard you have to study, and then you come to find out when you go to the real world, that none of this money really means anything, because I'm not even able to have the confidence to go out and do anything and talk to the people I need to. I remember a guy who was, came from India, started doing IT here locally, and then he was making maybe 150, 160,000 a year. And I was like, bro, what? You're making that much money and you're having no play? You're still a virgin, bro? Like, so that's when I realized, man, I need to come on here and talk some sense. So again, I'm not saying this from a judgmental standpoint, because I've been that Indian guy, bro, that has had the super fat belly and the man titties and all that. I don't want to make this a looks video, but since this is an unattractive video, I felt like looks was something that was important to get brought up, right? So that is point number one. Point number two is lack of self-confidence, man. Like, you guys haven't found your voice, and I get that. I get why, because society has honestly painted us as kind of the nice guy, IT professional, keep his head down and work. And we didn't spend our time earlier in our lives socializing. We had to study. We had to, make sure to have our parents breathing down our back. We couldn't really socialize with women like we could. Girls and boys were separated. It wasn't deemed as good for a girl to be seen around a guy even. They would get shamed, outcasted, and stuff like that. So all that stuff that girls did, man, that happened in secret, right? And we never, that came in until you came of age. Your parents were like, all right, let's get you a girl. Go find a girl online or in the local area, talk to the girl's family, and then there's an arranged marriage, right? And then that's it. So Indian men have never really needed to learn how to attract women until the cultural shift started to happen. Westernization started to take over. Women's priorities became different, and now women, especially in the modern day, bro, they're more selective than ever. It is brutal, even for good-looking guys. So I get the pressure, man. I get the pressure of the Indian man, bro. So that is why I'm making this video. You are not unattractive. It is your habits that make you unattractive. It is the environment that you surround yourself with that makes you unattractive. It's your thoughts that make you unattractive, okay? So the first thing I would ask you to do is to take a good look in the mirror, realize, hey, I'm not where I need to be right now, but let's start to put in the work. So if that's how you feel, okay, F-E-E-L, if you feel that that's what you need to go ahead and get yourself situated and gain a little bit more confidence back in and of yourself, then that's what needs to be done, okay? Now, there are some guys who might, be just not with the gym. No matter what, you don't like the gym, you like the way you look, you're fine eating the way you want to eat, but, you want excellent results and stuff like that. Well, guess what, man? These, especially, I know some of y'all Indian guys, man, y'all prefer the white chicks, Asian, like the light-skinned Asian girls. They are picky as hell. A white woman has the most amount of options in the United States because everybody likes Eurocentric features, okay? A lot of people like Eurocentric features. Even myself included, I tend to lean toward Eurocentric features. I don't personally know what it is. It's just something I find very attractive. Although I would say after dating tons of white girls that spice has run its flavor. I do date a lot more variety now than I was back in my 20s. So that is the MO with that. So my whole thing is to make sure to get y'all out of this mindset and into a positive one. Okay, so let's dismantle some truths. All right, Indians are smelly, stinky, and have no personal hygiene. So that's point number one. Now, that is true. That has a degree of truth to it because I've been around Indian men that just smell like straight curry, bro. And I get it because you're so used to the flavor of that spice and all that around your shirt that you don't even realize like how strong of a smell that gives off. Okay. Secondly, I want to also talk about the spices that we eat. Okay, the oils and some of the fried food and like the high carbs and all the refined stuff and the sugar and the meta, this the flour and some stuff that we're eating, man. Like that actually does seep into your body, and then once you sweat, all that gunk and like that rich spice heavy flavor that gets all over your body, bro. When you start smelling like it does smell, right? So like there's two ways to avoid that. So what I personally do is I go to I get my products. Usually my products are native. Okay, I get the Dove soap. I make sure to bathe every day. I make sure to wash my clothes every day, and I make sure that I'm not eating Indian spices every day. You've got to be able to simplify your spice selection from most of the meals you're eating, bro. And you got to be eating all unprocessed foods to be able to feel healthy. And when you feel healthy, your mind's going to get better. Your habits are going to start to be a lot better. Again, this isn't a crazy health channel. This is just more of a women's channel. But a lot of the things that I'm going to be asking you guys is going to be a challenge of the mind. Is going to be mentally straining. It's going to be physically straining. So those things do come with pickup, like the emotional stuff, going through the motions, and that requires this very strong mind, and it also requires a strong body. So, do Indian men smell? Yes, but that is easily able to be fixed. Indian men have women think Indian men are weak, agreeable, and passive. That is also true. Okay, we are seen as pussy, bro, because we literally go into the woman's reality. Okay, we go into the woman's reality of things, and that is one of the most dangerous things I've ever seen in my life. That is what I think. If guys would not go into the woman's reality and we don't know any better, right? So women are naturally, like, especially in the modern day, knowing how to take advantage of men, because we've given women the benefit of the doubt, and we've given them thing that, okay, women most of the time can do no wrong and things like that. And because of that, the way men treat them, simping out, putting them on a pedestal, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They feel like they can disrespect you. They feel like they can say whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. They can feel like they can really have a lot of different things being done in your situation that is not good, and that leads to even worse mental health and all that. So Indian men are very agreeable. Don't be as agreeable, okay? If you disagree with something, go ahead and mention it. Don't just leave it. And that goes with everything. Like if a girl tells you, "Hey, I don't, like, this movie," or so watch. Oh, I don't want to watch this movie. Well, I kind of want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? So let's put it on. It's really about what you want. So don't be as agreeable. Excuse me, with what the woman wants, right? So that's number 2. Number 3, Indian men have absolutely no backbone and stuff like that. That's definitely false. I think that kind of covers point number 3. So I mean, I kind of talked about it and stuff like that. But again, you gotta know how to stand up for yourself, bro. Like a lot of the times, one thing that I really see black guys do well, and then people white guys do well, is they have a level of brazenness. They have a level of non-care. They have a level of teasing and stuff like that. So start implementing that, right, in your personality. I'm not here to make you a cookie cutter. I'm not here to make you a joker. I'm not here to make you do any of that. So my whole thing is to make sure y'all are the best versions of yourselves. So it really starts with good habits and being able to do stuff that most men aren't willing to do. Because this channel is made for people that want epic results, bro. I don't care if you're Indian. I mean, it's primarily meant for Indian guys. It's the Indian men's channel. or a brown man's channel, but if you're white and you end up finding this information, it's women are universally the same. So glad you're able to get on here and watch some of this content. By the way, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I see some of y'all liking the video. I see a lot of y'all watching the video, but I'm not seeing that many subscribers, man. So go ahead and drop that shit in the hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment on the video, stuff like that. But the last thing I want to go ahead and mention is with Indian men's whole outlook. Okay, so and this is honestly the most important one, I think, that Indian men should go ahead and fix. Get rid of the Bollywood love story phase. Drama driven, what? What are you talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. Because I had that shit as a kid. You would see a beautiful woman in a film. You'd see shit start to happen. You'd see this magic unfold, and if I become the man I'm supposed to be, if I get ripped, if I'm super good looking, a woman like that's gonna come through, and we're gonna have our own little Bollywood love story, bro. But guess what, man? Life doesn't work like that, man. I'm gonna be honest, and this is where the harsh truth comes in. Most women don't like lover boys, bro. Women get repulsed by lover boys. And I'll tell you why. A woman's whole MO in life is to know and serve her man, okay? Is to be a helpmate for her man, okay? So once you're in a situation where you're not helping, or you're not, that woman is not helping, she's taken out of her role and you're pedestalizing her and you're doing stuff for her, then the masculine, the feminine have been flipped, my guy. You are doing the woman's role. The woman is doing your role in the household. She's the one going ahead and making the plans. Hey, she's the one going ahead and doing all that, and then all you're doing is your lover boy stuff, and that's not leading. That's not leading. That's not confident behavior. Women want men who care less about them and are more into themselves. Okay, so the lover boy stuff, the let's have a Bollywood love story. I'm gonna give you good mornings. I'm gonna go ahead and continue texting you. I'm going to get worried about you if you're out. I'm gonna go out of my way to get flowers for you. All that stuff, bro, you don't want to do. You definitely don't want to do that. And I would say that is probably the most unattractive thing. And the crazy part is that energy, right, gets carried over into your approaches and your interactions, okay? It gets carried over into your approaches and your interactions, all right? And that is the MO, okay? That is the MO. And that's the state of the world that we live in, and it's not just Indian men. There's some white men that like doing the lover boy shit. I have a buddy. He also got a YouTube channel, Calvin James Jr. He has a friend, the Jewish lover boy, bro. Great at getting chicks, but once they stick, he goes back into lover boy mode, and then they get absolutely repulsed, and they don't want to listen to him. They start disrespecting him, all that shit. So those are the three main things I think I've melded 2 and 3 together. But no, Indian men are only unattractive if their habits make them unattractive, bro. So you're looking at them. I personally, I've only seen maybe one Indian guy apart from me that is able to get with me, bro. And that is really sad. I really would want to see more, and I know there's some of you guys out there. So yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe to the video. I'm definitely uploading more content soon. There's going to be a video I'm going to be uploading soon that I want to get together for a step-by-step guide on how to attract any woman, bro. Any woman that you want. Okay? So that is gonna be my whole thing, bro. Okay, so Dharma Driven out. Peace out. Sat Sri Akal, Adab, Firmene.